said, follow man, many people, they against you. Well, that biblical story, religious, biblical story, I don't believe it. They eat the fruits of the good of knowledge that makes, sin or the crime or trouble. That doesn't make sense. So that's why, so more university and academically, you explain, so you can, without any, against atmosphere, you can give a lecture smoothly. That's the cause of the crime. Then nobody can say, what is the cause of the crime? That's why my chapter said more academically, so acceptable for everyone. Many people, they think salvation comes forgiveness of the sin. Forgiveness of sin never give you salvation, just temporary at that time, But as far as you don't subjugate the sin, then you commit again, just temporary, stop the crime, but never give you salvation. That's why subjugation of the sin is very difficult, but just forgiveness of sin is very easy. That the religion, they easified rather than, original teachings. So true salvation is not only forgiveness of sin, finally you have to subjugate sin. Then how you can subjugate the sin or the crime, then this is the thing. Until today we discipline, trained, all kind of methods we used, but it is almost impossible to subjugate the sin. Then they changed, or forgiveness of the sin. This will be salvation. God's know that by God's mercy, just set the condition for certain, forgiveness of sin. This is but the reality is actually our forgiveness is just at the moment. But as far as you commit the sin, you overcome the sin, you will be a free man. You never become served to yourself. Then in order to subjugate the sin, subjugate the crime, we have a crime, so many crimes. So why we couldn't, in the past we tried to overcome the crime or the sin, then why couldn't overcome? Then, that the ultimate solution that you have to find ultimate cause of the crime. Until today we do not know what is the ultimate cause of the crime. That is why we have ultimate solution. Then we have a just, overcome the kind of the crime. So that the crime is so many crime, maybe we can say infinite crime. Therefore, if we want to overcome the crime, then ultimate solution to find the ultimate cause of the crime. Then what is the ultimate crime? Then there are two views. So salvation means happiness by the idea world with the idea man by the love and truth. Not only forgiveness of the sin, but subjugation of the individual and the collective crimes. Not only entering heavenly kingdom, but the heavenly life, any place, anywhere. This is the true salvation. Reason for unhappiness or ignorance of our happiness, true happiness at the same time, distraction of by sin. As far as sin, the crime is in this world, we have no, germs, disease. As far as disease, we sick. We never have a healthy things. As far as crime here, we have no. That is why, if we expect the heavenly kingdom of happiness, we have to overcome this, crime or the sin. Then many people, ultimate solution for the overcoming crime by the finding the ultimate cause of the crime. then people think there are two crimes started. Then academically, most people think, inevitably happened during the process of the human evolution. Human, come from animal to the so in the primitive time, we are imperfect, man. To commit a crime or sin is as usual. This is natural. So this is in the process of the evolution of the growing stages. Commit crime is the other. This is sociologists say that, but the other hand, religionists say that no, we follow man in the Garden of Eden. By that, sin and the crime started. We have a two view. So today, many people they don't believe it's biblical follow man. Why? That is kind of the allegorical story. That is not make sense. That is not realistic. Then which is right? Actually, religious view is right rather than social science. Why? Because our original innate nature, always we see good. Innate nature of instinct. Innate nature instinct. Nobody wants to be a bad guy. Everybody wants a good guy. Even how much you are follow man, still innate your nature always seek a good man and want to be a good. Why? God originally created good man. So today we are originally we create good man, then we are committing crime. That means something happened, in the process. Nobody knows what is clearly what happened. But anyway, if our innate nature is evil, we are seeking evil thing to do every time, then maybe the process to, become commit crime is true. But original man, normal man, everybody knows normal man is good guy. By that, follow man, sometime in the process of human history happen, we can really acknowledge it, we can realize. Also, we can prove it, by the reality. Why? Fact of the follow mankind that all things and the animal kingdom have a normal existence with their life law, but only human are abnormal and live with an unwanted will. All animals they live with normally what they wanted freely they can. But the people living today, Apostle Paul said that I'm a desire to good things. Actually, I'm doing evil. I annoy myself. That is a very abnormal function from the original human mind, general human mind. Therefore, animal, no instinctively disturbance, no shame, no anything normal. But the human disturb the human conscience and the feeling of the shame. Why? This is because people become abnormal. Ability to commit, not only that, did you see any animal or anything commit suicide? But man is not only shamed, not only disturbing, also commit suicide. That means very abnormal. So something abnormal accident happened in the process of human history. It is very clear. That is why follow man, it is true. Then what happened? If we find what happened in the process of things, if we find that ultimate cause, what happened, then we can solve the All crime, all sin, no trouble, then we can have the kingdom. So what is the ultimate cause of the crime? I made an example, we have all fruits on one tree. This comes from the basically 3 branches. Then our originally God gave us to desire to live. We are living the desire for happiness. So we have 3 kind. God gave us 3 kind of desire for happiness. One desire to be fresh desire. The other is the emotional desire. Other we have a brains to intellectual, desire. Basically we have 3 desire. Then also today's all trouble comes from the 3 desire. Or of the fresh desire, or the lust and the greedy. Also our emotional desire and hatred and jealous. Also intellectual desire to fraud and lie. So desire makes all kind of the sin and trouble that take the desire of you. That about today's monk, all people they discipline training, no more desire, no more want, no more thing, No desire is make the trouble. Then if you don't have a desire or any hope, then you have no willpower to produce your act. So desireless people, wantless people, is no power. Why are you acting? You have a desire. That is why we living for. That's very simple, fulfillment of the desire. Desire or the physical desire, fresh desire, emotional desire, or the love and fresh desire, or sex and also material, also intellect desire, or knowledge. So this is the problem for the today's, our disciplined man, training man, monk or those, or trainees. If we, push down the control the desire, desireless, that means no willpower to act. Then if you, then you bring the desire, then you can have a willpower. But this is to make the trouble. Then you do not know which way to do it. Then today often the monk or those religious people, to control the desire, they are just no power. Just chanting, just worshipping, things like that. They are not really active like social people. Then they have no way to produce the money. Then they contribute to the money to the God. Actually, they're exploiting the fraud. That happen. Because they give up desire. You know what the Christians say, that you give up desire for this world, hold the hope for the afterlife. Then you have so anyway, but actually this desire is nothing wrong. This desire, God created those 3 desires based on the root of the human conscience. Human conscience is public mind, live for others, honesty, and clean, faithful, diligent. So conscientious, fresh desire, that means conscientious love, sex, and conscientious material need, material desire, nothing wrong. Conscientious love, emotion, love, nothing wrong.